So basically how to use a pulley in Gmod is basically like, imagine I have this like pole or something and I have it high and I have it like hanging from a roof. If I put a rope over that pole, like, or something, like say I have this pole or something and I put it high up. If I put a rope around this, if I pull one end of the rope, it'll pull the other up and vice versa. So that's basically how a pulley works. And yeah, so in Gmod specifically, pulleys work like this. So you take like a pole or any other object, for example like a fridge, you can use anything. It consists of 3 objects: an anchor point and the two pull point and the 2 constraint points, as I call them. So the constraint point would be where a rope connects to this I click on this object, then I click on this here, and then here, and then I click on the other object, and now I have a rudimentary pulley system. Now keep in mind, this is the source. This is source physics and Gmod. So pulleys can do some weird stuff depending on how you make them. Pulleys actually are so good. You can actually use them to make something of like a rudimentary booby trap. So like, you can if you wanted to all just know about pulleys and how they actually work, then you don't need to watch this part of the video. But this is how to make this is also how to make a rudimentary This is like an example of how pulleys work in this game. So you can make something with, for an example of a pulley would be like an old-fashioned cartoon where they're trying to catch somebody, and they put a trap where there's like a circle of a rope, and they have it hanging from a tree, and then they pull the guy upwards and they tie him up. We're gonna make something like that, except we don't have any ropes. We can't make stuff like that in the source engine, so we're using dumpsters and other Gmod props. So I click on I click on an object, and then I click on what it calls a world position for the first anchor point, and then a second world position for the second anchor point, and then the second object to finish the pulley. So you can see, I pull this object and it pulls this other object, and yeah, we have a rudimentary booby trap now. So to demonstrate how this would work, I'm just gonna use a Metro Cop because I don't have any friends. Settle down, young Juan. Settle down, young lad. Why did it do that? Bruh, how strong are my arms? Gmod player, but you hitting the gym. Anyway, what is happening with my hand? So I let go of this, and it traps him. Now he's stuck in here, and he can't escape unless he has a physics gun. So you can use pulleys for lots of stuff. You can also use a pulley for shut up. You can use a pulley to make a gate puzzle or something. So I click here, and I click right here, and then here, and then this object. So I So you can use it like, you can make like a gate puzzle where you have to, I built this wrong. I meant to do it the other way around, but like, I did it wrong, but like, imagine this reverse, where like, if I had to pull this, like say this is like blocking my path. This is blocking my path. I can't get through it. If only I could walk in 3 dimensions, I could just go around it. But anyway, I like say this is like blocking my path. I have to pull this gate to rise it up, and that would be the puzzle. And you'd have to do that. Where did I get pistol ammo from? And you'd have to like, and you can use that, like say you're making like a course save. You could use pulleys to make a rudimentary like puzzle. And I think like, and I don't know why pulleys aren't used more. I guess it's just because of how obscure they are. Like, I guess it's just like how like obscure. Ah, my legs. They call me the toe snapper. But I guess it's just like how like really hard it is to use pulleys in general, and there aren't many real cases where pulleys would be effective in any situation. And you you could, and like actually like they're so they're so obscure and like not used. I've seen them used approximately 2 times in my entire life. I think one was like an IQ test adventure, I think it was called. It was like called like IQ test adventure or whatever. And one of the puzzles was a pulley puzzle where you had to pull a vending machine to rise up a gate that would block your path otherwise. That was also featured on the Coopers YouTube channel, and they just went over it when they were doing it. And then the other one is the giant drop, where to even make this thing, I think you'd have to use pulleys. But like, with this system, you'd have to use a pulley because that's how it works. Because this weight, when this goes down, it pulls this other thing upwards, and then it releases when it drops, because it's one of those drop things. This is also made by Peter Waffle if you want to check it out. But yeah, that's how you use pulleys. That's pulleys for you. That's pulleys, how they work, and how you can use them. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'm not gonna beg you to subscribe like millions of other channels do, because I'm not that greedy, and also I don't care. But yeah, bye bye.